So AGALI is the Adolescent Girls Advocacy and Leadership Initiative, and essentially what we are is a global movement where we are working with leaders around the world to create laws, policies, and programs that impact and benefit girls. So basically we partner with leaders in country who have the talent, the potential, the connections, and the vision to really be able to create laws and policies that make sure that girls have access to education, health care, are protected from violence, protected from exploitation, and really are empowered as leaders and advocates to create change for themselves.
And what are the types of tools that you implement to raise that awareness on the ground to get those programs in place to protect girls in country?
Really what we do is we find people who are already doing great work and we help them to really reach a tipping point in terms of creating change. So we do intensive advocacy capacity building and then grant making. So providing people with just a little bit of extra skills, knowledge, capacity, and then funding so that they can develop, basically advocacy strategies that create national laws that protect girls' rights.
Can you give me one example of a particularly successful advocacy movement?
Absolutely. So in Liberia, we partnered with two women leaders who, one ran a safe home for girls and one did a girls' education program. And they both did great work and they were both reaching about 30 girls a year. And they came into our program and they learned really what advocacy was and how to do it. And they realized that instead of reaching 60 girls, they could be reaching 600,000 girls. And so they came up with an advocacy strategy to create and get a new law passed, a children's law, which is a comprehensive children's law that guarantees girls access to education, health services, protection from early marriage, protection from harmful traditional practices, and makes it so that girls in Liberia have rights that they never had before.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, it's great.
So you are here in Kuala Lumpur for Women Deliver, and what are your main objectives here? What are you doing for the next 3 days in the conference?
Yeah, I'm thrilled to be here. It's really exciting to have so many people coming together and really focusing on adolescent girls as a key population. I think my main goal of being here is really to highlight the fact that girls are not just a marginalized population. I think we all understand and recognize now the needs of girls around the world. And I feel like what's missing is that people don't really get the power of investing in girls, and that adolescent girls are not just marginalized, but they're actually powerful, and that they can create change. And that if we invest in girls, they change their own lives, they change their communities, they change their countries, and they can change the world. So really looking at ways that we can invest in girl-centered advocacy, of empowering girls to be leaders, to be advocates, to advocate for themselves, and to get national laws and policies passed that ensure that millions of girls' lives are improved. So that's really what my focus is, being here.
Perfect. So I'm here as part of the Social Good Summit partnership, and yesterday we launched a new website called Plus Social Good, which is an online space where people that are interested in digital media and technology can discuss creative solutions to development challenges. What is one way that this audience can get involved to improve the lives of girls and the work that you do through AGALI?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we're actually super excited because we're partnering with an Emmy Award-winning filmmaker, Lisa Russell, to do a film about our work in Guatemala. So this is a situation where we partnered with a woman leader in Guatemala to do advocacy, basically empowering indigenous adolescent girls in the highlands. So girls from rural villages, many of whom never even had access to education, empowering them to learn about policies and change and how to do advocacy. And this group of girls came together, and what they decided that they wanted to do was to advocate with the mayor of their town to increase funding for girl-friendly programs. So they, launched this whole media advocacy campaign. They actually used social media to get other girls in their communities involved. They used basically mobile technologies as well, their cell phones, and really just finding different ways to build a momentum and get the mayor of this town to actually pass this new budgetary assignation so that there's funding for girl-friendly health and education programs. So it's this incredibly powerful story, and we're doing a film about it. And so one of the ways that we're really looking for support is to get the word out about the film and get people to support the film itself. So one way would be for folks to go to our webpage, which is www.agaliprogram.org, AGALI program, and support this particular film that we're super excited to be launching. So we're going to be doing filming hopefully this summer, and then hoping to launch it in time for International Day of the Girl in October.
This October, correct? And what is it? I know, what's the exact date?
October 11th.